Hi. You know what's awesome? Multi-item sorting systems. You know what's stupid? Redstone. You know who's a genius? Me. Look at this guy. You know what you need? The D.O.I.N.K system. The day one input networking kiosk. Check it out, man. Look at that. Beautiful. Auto sorts anything you want, as many boats as you can fit in this bad boy, and you can build it on day one. All you gotta do, put some wood in here or whatever you got sorted, and this thing works at about 2 stacks a minute. So it's a little over 2 stacks a minute. So that's about 8,000 items per hour. Um, Not bad for no redstone. So this is the upgraded version you can see here. And it operates with boat chests because boat chests are great. So this is the um, fully decked out system here. Pretty cool. There's not much to it. It's not that big, but it is so cool and so useful. So this is just an example. Um, you don't want to. I wouldn't use it for your main storage system. You can hook this up to auto crafters. You can hook this up to small farms. Like for instance, wood farm here. Auto crafting all these things, inputting them in automatically. This one isn't hooked up automatically, but it's super easy. You just run a hopper chain up to the boat up top, and it'll distribute everything into the designated areas. This is just some bulk storage. We just manually put it in here, but you could once you get redstone going, you could put some auto sorting to the bulk stuff, bulk logs or whatever. Since this is just our wood farm, each boat made of different kind of wood has all the wood in it of its respective wood type. You can fit way more boats in this, and you can make this much bigger. Although the bigger you make it, the slower it's going to be to sort. But if you don't have a whole lot of, if you're out building around your base and stuff, and then just it'll sort while you're doing that, while you're out here having fun. I can kind of break it down for the day one version, and I'll break it down for what you see here, which is I would consider this to be the complete version. I'm planning on using this for multiple farms. Um, Iron Farm is great. You can auto sort anything into these boats, and it's just fantastic. You can also name tag the boats if you want to use this as a main storage until you get your bulk storage done or your storage with all the redstone done. It's pretty handy. That way you never have your chest monsters. You're never having to reorganize. You just have everything in here ready to go for when you make your big redstone bulky storage system. Pretty handy. Really like it a lot. It came to me in a dream, and sometimes you just got to make these dreams come true. Once in a while, if you put the wrong item in, you can easily access these hoppers, clean it out, and geez, it's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Now, this is that same thing I just showed you, all stripped down to its bare bones here. So, the trick is you put a bunch of boats in here. You can even name your boats. So let's put, you know, uh, we'll put a redstone boat. Throw it on there, throw it in the water, and you'll see when you come into your day one input networking kiosk, it'll show up. That way you know what items are which. Super easy to do. To input, you go to this top boat, put all your stuff in. These two boats distribute it evenly among all these hopper chains. It's really even. I did a bunch of testing on it. It evenly distributes it here. Once they go under the hopper, it loads them up. This dry spot here slows them down quite a bit. And like I said, you get about 2 stacks of items every minute sorted. You can make this bigger. You can take this stream out quite a ways. It depends on how much you want to put in this. So this is after you build the iron farm. The very first one you can do is just right over here. You don't even need two hoppers. You just need one hopper, double chest, throw the items in there, and as long as there's a placeholder in each of these for whatever item you want sorted, you're golden. That's all you need to do. Um, these need to be fence posts, otherwise they get clogged up. But pretty dope. You can make it literally. You have 8 iron for 5 for 1 hopper and 3 for a bucket to fill the water in. You're set. 8 iron in wood. That's all you need to make this. I use this well into mid game, um, until I started. It's just great to have. This was a test that didn't work out. I made a second layer of boats and realized it didn't evenly distribute anything. It just went out of these hoppers into the boat, into the hoppers below them. That was it. This is the ticket right here. So the upgraded version is about 50 hoppers. So you really need to get your iron farm going before you do this. But honestly, if you're just moseying around making your base, this is a great item sorter. Especially if you put another 2 hoppers here. If you have 13 iron, you're golden, man. It's awesome. Anyways, that's it. This is the completed look. This is after it's all decorated. Me and my girlfriend are doing a hardcore challenge on the Mushroom Island. So I'll be doing a little series on that here pretty soon when I have the time to edit. Anyways, if you're wondering what storage system to use, you don't have a lot of redstone, you're kind of new to the game, or it's just you're just starting out, you know, this is a great system. Might as well doink it. Completely redstoneless, no nether items. This is something you can build the base version in the first 20 minutes of a world, and the upgraded version after you build your iron farm. I will drop a tutorial here on how to actually build it. Most of you can probably just look at the video and build it from there. It's really not that hard. Anyway, subscribe to me. I love you.